Hello everyone and welcome to day 3 of the Big Reset. In the past 2 days we talked about how we can start the positive change by resetting the tech sector, then moved on to business innovation and talking about how we can spread these tech innovations into other sectors as well. Today is the day that we are going to talk a bit more about how we are going to actually work towards this reset. And it's time for this keynote I promised from the Silicon Valley, as I mentioned. And it's coming from an entrepreneur who managed throughout his career to raise over 150 million dollars and return around $7 billion back to his investors and shareholders. His name is Christopher Lynch. He's a musician in his heart and obviously a badass CEO. He is now the CEO of AtScale, the US intelligent data virtualization company that has raised $95 million and decided to invest 25 million of them in an engineering office in Bulgaria. So we invited Chris Lynch to share some thoughts on getting the job done, even in remote mode.
Hi, Bulgaria. I'm Chris Lynch, Chairman and CEO of AtScale, and this is Pepper. Thanks for inviting me to the Big Reset. Today I'm going to talk about not only how you survive during the pandemic, but how you thrive. At AtScale, we found the people of Sofia to be amongst the best educated, hardest working, and most diligent employees that we have. There's a great opportunity to mine this great talent base, and at AtScale, we're proud to have them part of our team. AtScale invested in Sofia, Bulgaria less than a year into my tenure as CEO, and it was one of the best decisions I've made. I believe that Bulgaria can be the Silicon Valley of Europe. You have the educational system, highly skilled technical employees, and a great opportunity to work with the East Coast of the US to create the next great companies, AtScale being one of them. I believe that the pandemic actually creates an opportunity for the people of Bulgaria versus a challenge. The advent of remote work is a major opportunity for the people of Bulgaria in the technology industry. Why? In a world where everyone's remote, the barrier of geography and time zone is eliminated, which means the barriers to enter the Bulgarian market for technology have been eliminated. If you see this as an opportunity, it'll be an opportunity. One of the gifts this pandemic has given all of us is the benefit of time. What do I mean by that? If you think about your personal and professional life, how many times in a day prior to the pandemic did you say, I just don't have enough time to work out? I don't have enough time to learn English. I don't have enough time to do this or that. I don't have enough time to make that phone call to a loved one. Today we have the time. The excuses are gone. You have a major opportunity to make your best self and your best impression on the worldwide technology market. Take this opportunity. Now let's talk about AtScale and how we're faring during the pandemic. I'm happy to report we've seen significant increases in productivity in every functional area. In fact, we've released our most significant set of technologies to date this past month, thanks in part to our technical team in Bulgaria. We operate by the 3 C's: cope, create, and conquer, and the 3 A's: assess, accept, and adapt. So what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, at AtScale, we measure by result, not by activity. So for AtScale, we're really indifferent as to where you work and how you work, as long as you get the job done. So for us, there really hasn't been a cultural transition into the remote work effort. We're used to people working to get the job done and doing whatever it takes. That said, we have instituted certain techniques to make sure that the team remains engaged and focused on common goals, and that we maintain our great culture and sense of community. Every morning we have stand-ups, we have video-based workouts for employees. Evenings, we play games remotely, trivia, etc. all in attempts to keep us connected as a community, as a team, as well as to engage in work activities. In a world where remote work is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity, it's incumbent on leaders like myself and others to over-communicate to their team. I myself have a weekly call with open questions for the team. I engage in the activities that I had mentioned previously to participate and see how people are doing. And I have a rolling list of calls I make to employees randomly to check in, see how they're doing emotionally, professionally, and otherwise. I think it's the responsibility of every leader to engage their team. And I think in times like this, that responsibility is heightened. Given the great productivity we've seen out of our team in Sofia, we're continuing, in spite of the pandemic, to aggressively invest. So we're always looking for great engineers that are committed and capable. If that means you, call me. I'd like to thank the Big Reset for having me, and specifically the people of Bulgaria and my AtScale team in Sofia. I look forward to seeing you all this summer. Remember, tough times don't last. Tough people do. Take care.